Welcome everyone to the Bobcast. This is the pre-trade deadline edition in game 731. So we're just going to go over discuss what happened over July for the for Baltimore, for the Baltimore Orioles. Overall, awesome sim. We went 20-3 in the time. So beginning of this month, we were 5 games back in the division, 3 in the wild card. And now we're 3 up in the division and 8 games up in the wild card. At least on Boston. I still tend to believe that's gonna be one of the central teams that's gonna come for the wild card. So I'm up on Detroit, who's second in that division. That's 59 wins. So I'm up 12 games in that. So things looking good right now. Like I said, 20 wins, 3 losses in a month will do that for you, especially going 10-0 on the final sim. Why is the team playing better? First off, I don't really believe it's playing better. We finally got healthy. I mean, my 4 and 5 starters, Britton and Garcia, both got hurt in successive sims, so it means that my emergency 6 starter had to go up to be my number 4 starter, and then I bring up another guy just to fill the 5th spot. So that wasn't good. They're both back, or at least Britton's back. Garcia, I traded for Jordan Zimmerman. Now this trade, both guys, one's 29, one's 28. Little different. I mean, Garcia has better stuff and movement. Zimmerman has better control, and the team I'm putting together is a wicked control team. So even though I better be able to, I'm hoping to re-sign Zimmerman because he's FA at the end of the year, but I think that'll probably be a pretty good trade in the end for me. Especially considering the fact that that's just from my number 5 starter. Up to now, just been hoping to get 500 from a number 5 starter, like Jacob Heredia, who filled it in the meantime. That's what he did. Pitched like give me 500 ball, right? Heredia was 3-2 with the 4.74 ERA. It's not bad for a 5 starter, and I'm willing to take that worst case scenario. But Zimmerman could be better than that. Zimmerman, in the previous 3 seasons, pitched to a 4 ERA, a 2.75, 2.71, 3.74, and then a 4.8. And then this season he has a 4.89. 4.89 is not good, but it's getting lower. I mean, before trading for him, he was in the 5s, and he's pitched 7+ innings for me each start, 3 runs, 1 walk in the total 2 starts. So that's pretty good. So I got Zimmerman. I also just recently made a trade. Dealt away another reliever. Dealt away Axford, who last season I couldn't give away. And now I got a catching work in progress in Max Stassi for him. So we'll see how that works. But those are the trades I made. In terms of the team itself, a lot of teams playing better. Why we went 20-3? The short answer is because the teams actually all playing decent. I mean, no one's playing great maybe, but the 2 guys who were playing terrible for me, the 2 guys that were killing my team, they are no longer killing my team. They are actually hitting well. And so that means this is a team with no deficiencies. No one who's terrible. The 2 guys who had been terrible are my center fielder, Brendan Webb. Webb, do you want to go by month? In May, he had 218. In March, April, before that, he had 163. And in May, he had 218. Then in June, he had 209. This month, he's hitting 350. This month, he hit 350 with a 421 on base. So that's pretty awesome. So he got much better. So the team got better. And my other guy, Pedro Ahumada, who was a guy who was terrible. In March, April, he hit 230. In May, he hit 240. Then in June, he got better, hit 270. And now he's hitting 350. And so he's turned from someone who I don't think I'd be able to give away to now someone that has potential if I do decide to deal him. He's on pace for 22 homers, 100 RBI. So they stopped sucking. And the team shot up. The other guy who played really well for me is now out for 3 weeks, which is going to hurt, is my right-handed DH, Travis Hafner. I brought in Pronk as maybe a right-handed bat off the bench, maybe right-hand DH like he's doing, and he's been unbelievable. In only 255 at-bats, he has 19 homers, 67 RBIs, hitting 290 with a 390 on base. It's amazing. I mean, you extrapolate that to a full season, that's 40 homers and like 140 RBI. He's having a monster year, Pronk. But he's out for 3 weeks now, so I'll move Daniel Mangden, my backup catcher, 3rd baseman, to the DH spot, to the right-handed DH spot. So after that, team's playing pretty well. Miguel Cabrera, Not having his best year, not having maybe even a below average year, but hitting 290 with a 380 on base. That's very good. My guy Matt Wieters holding it down for me, having a really, really good season for him. Wieters has an OPS of 934. I mean, on pace for 30. He already has 222 homers. He's on pace for 34. On base at 450, OBP of 415. So that's pretty awesome. Dent, Harry Dent, Marion Dent, my second baseman, who came in second rookie of the year last year. He's playing better than he was a little bit earlier, but he's not. Last year he had 344 with a 387 on base. This year he's only hitting 297, so he's hitting 50 points below his average from last season. But he actually has a higher on base percentage. He has an OBP of 394, while last season his was 387. So if anything, it just means he's walking a lot more than he did all last season. Last season he walked 43 times. He's already walked 65 times this season. So like everyone else on the team, he's taking walks, doing what we need doing. And he's on pace to drive in 100, score 100, which he very nearly did last year. Drove in 90, scored 103. Paired with him on the infield is my rookie sensation, who should have won the Rookie of the Year, Harry Murray. Murray is continuing to develop, so that's fine. I'm cool in the game with that. He's been my leadoff hitter all year, hitting 300 with only 370 on base. Not that awesome, but it's okay. Steals some bases. He's playing a bad shortstop, which is bothering me, but so after that, that's the offense. You know, he's playing okay. I mean, Donovan Tate hasn't really stepped in and replaced Ryan Braun. He wouldn't like replace those numbers, but he's in 290 with 377 on base, playing a good left field. So that works, right? We're completely fine with that. Let's move over to the pitching right now. The pitching is going to be a little bit short in the bullpen because I'm now down a guy, so I'm going to need to bring someone up. And it looks like I'm going to be bringing up either Josh Birkin or James Wilkie. Birkin has the ratings, but has been killer for me. And by killer, I mean he's been killing me in pretty much every season of the league so far. It looks like it's going to be Birkin because he has the ratings. Birkin is a 74, 84, 80 reliever. I mean, and versus righties, he's 78, 92, 93. But he's been terrible every year. Looks like we're going to be trying again, though. So he's going to fill up. He's going to be the worst guy, the mop-up pitcher. But starters are pitching awesome for me. Like, I really like what they're doing. Because the main reason we're not giving up runs is we're not walking anybody. My ace, Royalde, 2.78 ERA. A whip of 1.02. He has 16 walks in 178 innings. 16 walks, that's less than one walk per game. A lot less than one walk per game. So he's doing gangbusters. My number 2, Rob Wart, he has 18 walks in 163 innings. So also less than a walk per game. His whip's only 0.92. So that's my number 1. Number 2, my pitcher Alvarado. So like I said, 16 walks, 18 walks. Alvarado has 16 walks also in 134 innings. My just relievers, they do not walk guys. Zimmerman, my new starter, he's walked more guys. He's walked 20 guys in only 100 innings, but he hasn't been on my team yet. So still, 20 walks in 100 innings. It's pretty badass. The only guy who isn't really completely those 4 guys have like 99 control. The only guy who doesn't have that is Zach Britton. Britton only an 85 in control, which means that he's walked 25 guys in 100 innings. But seriously, that's my worst starter. I will take that to the bank, and I think that'll help take my team to the playoffs. My relievers, Quo's starting to wear down. Took a couple of PD. His hits, his endurance has gone down. Madsen pitching well where he is. If I felt safe, I'd switch them, make Madsen the closer now. But every time I touch Madsen, he completely falls apart. So I'm just going to leave him where he is and hope he just continues what he's doing. The team overall, we're second in runs scored, third in runs given up. We're giving up the third least, and we're scoring the second most. Didn't think my offense would be this good. I mean, we're 8th in average, but we're first in walks, so we probably have maybe the highest on-base percentage of all the teams. We're first in home runs, so we're putting guys on base, and then we're driving them home that way, because we ain't walking. 22nd in, I mean, we are walking. We're not stealing bases, but team's 22nd in stolen bases. And pitching-wise, we're first in ERA, third in runs allowed, which means that my defense isn't that good. But again, we're not walking anyone. We are giving up the least walks in the league, only 184 walks compared to the 469 that we have walked. It's interesting that we've given up the same amount of runs as our main opponent, Tampa Bay. We've both given up 434 runs. But while they have scored 554 runs, we've scored 650. So we've scored 100 more runs than them. That sucks. We scored 554 and 655. So we scored 101 more runs than them, and that's translated into 3 more wins. So according to the PYT rec, we should be way better, but that's all we get for it. So whatever, we're still winning. Hopefully it continues. Thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.